Today, you're gonna meet Steve Werner. He's my coach, known him for a long time. He's written a book called The Titan, and we just met the other day and he's given us some golden content I think every entrepreneur could use in their life. Let's check it out.
Everybody has events in their life, and you have to learn how to cope with them naturally, not get medicated for them. So when I went through my business in 2009, I called a therapist. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to put you on this for sleep. Still not sleeping that well. Oh, don't worry. I'll give you a little of this, and then I'll give you a little of this, and I'll give you a little of this. Fast forward 5 years, I'm sitting with a good friend of mine's son, who's a doctor at the University of Chicago. He looks at me and says, "Dude, your eyes are glassy. What do you want?" And I get all offended, right? Because I'm Steve Werner. What do you mean, what am I on? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. How could I be on anything? And he's a very tough kid. He goes, "I didn't ask for your opinion. I asked what you're on." And I told him, and he said to me, "You're going to die. You're not supposed to be on those drugs for challenges in business or challenges in life. You're supposed to be on those drugs if you have bipolar disorder, schizophrenia." I said, "But I don't sleep." And he said, "Well, that's because you're addicted to the drugs that some therapist put you on recklessly," right? And that's where the Titan principles come in my book. When you know your story implicitly, and you use your story as a navigational system for your future, you look back at everything that happened in your life and see, you've had crises before. You just never thought about them and how you navigated your way through them. To the time you fell off your bike and you skinned your knee, you had to figure out how to get back on that bike to get home that day, to get the Band-Aid on. That was maybe the earliest crisis too. For me, it was my parents getting divorced and bouncing around house to house, and then, my trading business being turned off by technology, and all through my life I've navigated crisis. And the strong people that know how to take emotion out of the equation live very peacefully.
Because others are all tied up in emotions, and then now you got issues, and you can't talk to the person. It's all this other issues.
Well, us emotional people do two things. Number one, we tie an emotion, worrying, to an outcome that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Which is kind of silly. Hasn't even happened yet.
Right.
So why tie it
worry
to
about
it?
something that's
Right. And we rehearse for disasters.
That's true.
That probably won't happen either, but we spend a good part of our time rehearsing. We only focus on the bad. We don't think about the positive. So we need to understand our story implicitly and tie it into smarter, stronger, and connected. Got to get that story spent. And we have to move to phase 2, which is never be satisfied.
I like that.
It doesn't mean be arrogant and be cocky. It means when you get to a point, when you reach your goal, set a new goal, right? Or set new goals, Keep striving for excellence. Third part, according to the Titan book, was drawing the line, separating what's working from what's not working, and then focus on what's on fire, put that fire out, get it into the working column. Always get the stuff that's not working into the working column. Fourth part is called giving the gift. When somebody is causing you stress or anxiety, wrap it up and hand it right back to them quickly. He's home sleeping like a baby. You're up all night long, thinking about the stress. When you see him in the morning, you need to hand it to him and say, "You know what, you're causing me a lot of stress. Here, you take it." And the fourth,
you hand that over.
You just do it.
Okay.
You wrap it up like a gift.
Got it.
And you get really truthful with the person. You look him in the eye and go, "I love you. You're causing me a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore. You take it." And the fifth component is to always surround yourself with successful people, because success breeds success. And I've learned that the hard way the last few years. I've surrounded myself with really nice people. They're not super successful. They're not driven. I have figured out a way to tie in the whole mind, body, and spirit thing. But much like you use hustle harder, I created my own mantra. I call it smarter, stronger, and connected. The universe is like a GPS system. If you are grateful, not resentful, not jealous, not envious, the universe is going to take you down that GPS path exactly where you're supposed to get to. The minute you start getting angry, resentful, jealous, envious, The GPS goes off and you just start wandering all over the place. It's just the way life works.
I love it. Time.